What if Deku was a cyborg octoling, part 3 of season 2. Hopefully y'all enjoy. As we go to Ai, who seems to be waiting at a checkpoint to the safe zone area. As Octoling 12 and 11 are there with her. Ma'am, but why do we have to have security tighten up around here right now? Listen, a very important guest, although one we hate, is coming, so we have to behave ourselves. He's going to look around. If he finds anything suspicious, they could ask for a warrant to technically do what they want, so we cannot do that. So we must keep him in line and make sure everything goes as protocol. They'll still try something, so I have men on lookout all over the place. Gauntlet is doing his best within the Hero Safety Committee, protecting our main person over there. I always forget his name, but whatever. As she's looking around, as a few vehicles are coming over. As we see a bus. No. What are they doing here? As then we go back about a few hours ago into Class 1A. Listen, everybody. Today we have a one in a very long time chance. We'll be sending our students to the mutation safe zone. You'll be over there for about a day or two just to experience all the things over there. Nezu thought it would be a good idea. As everyone in the class is like, really? We gotta go meet with those mutation freaks? Yeah, pretty much. Hey, maybe we can make some fun of people over there. After all, they have all types of different people over there. Bakugo and Izumi are talking to each other. Silver is certainly biting on her nail. You're seriously letting these brats go over to our safe zone? They're just gonna mess things up for us. But there's nothing I can do. UA has my hands tied. And I can't blow my cover. As Silver has really bad thoughts about this. She knows they're going to try something while they're there. As All Might's going to be over there, Aizawa. Now, she believes that Aizawa won't be a threat, really. But All Might and her classmates, or at least some of them that don't have mutation quirks, are going to really be a nuisance. And now, we go when she's on the bus on the ride over there. Really? Well, at least they're not starting something right now. As Bakugo is talking to Izumi, have you any luck finding your mother yet? No, not yet. Dad is looking constantly. In fact, they're going to take this time to try to search some areas in the mutation safe zone. As then Silver pops up over the chair. You know they can't do that, right? What do you mean? My father is the #1 hero. He can enter any place into a security area. Not in the mutation safe zone. There are strict laws against that. What do you mean? Your father can't just bust into any place and demand an investigation. It has to go through the legal department. And if it's approved, then your father may enter and all that. But if he does it without the department's permission, that would be considered an invasion of property. And he would have to pay all expenses and a fine, and could even be sent to jail for like a year. As my father's the #1 hero. He doesn't have to do all that stuff. Normally, if it wasn't the mutation safe zone, he has all the authority to. But not here where the heroes have no district. The police keep things running here, so your father doesn't really have anything here. As Izumi gets mad. As Aizawa knows Izumi's about to hit Silver as he erases Izumi's quirk. Izumi! You really think he and our classmate is appropriate, especially on our way to a mutation safe zone? As she gets mad, but she's the one that's... No, I know you started this. You have a knack for starting your own fights with people with mutation-type quarks. I've read your record. She scoffs as Silver sits down. As they arrive at their destination, as I is meeting them, as All Might's the first to step out. Hello, I am All Might, the #1 hero. Nice to meet you, All Might. I am the representative and, speaker of the Mutation Safe Zone, appointed by me by the people of the Mutation Safe Zone. I make sure everything happens where no violence occurs. I keep the people calm even know how much trouble you've stirred on us lately. What do you mean? As Aizawa and the rest of the class gets out, as Aizawa hears the last part. You see, a lot of your heroes have been trouble lately. They've not been abiding by our rules when they are allowed in. So we've had to escort them out. In fact, we have higher security because of what the last hero did. What do you mean? As Aizawa comes up. Well, the last hero that came to the Mutation Safe Zone thought it was a good idea to try to blame one of my subordinates who is on the security force for transition of fraud of money. Basically, scamming and fraud. But you see, my subordinate is in the security department. He doesn't really mess with any electronics. In fact, he doesn't even have the time to do that because he's such busy on security guard duty because you heroes have been real strict on us. I see. But if he's told the truth that your guard might have been doing that, that means he should at least be quarantined until investigation was taken through. We already did a full-on check on his background and full investigation on any missing funds. We have none in the record. We already did our investigation, All Might. Now, if you'll follow me, as I approaches the students. Hello, Class 1A. I am the representative. As Silver comes over. Hi, it's been a while. Ah, Silver! As they hug. As Izumi asks, who is this? This is the representative of the Mutation Safe Zone. Basically, the speaker that keeps things in line. Yes, I like to support all mutation-type quirk people in our safe zone. I keep them in line so we don't really have problems. Because wrong chitter-chatter of people can stir up quite a riot, you know. So what? Just another mutation freak, Bakugo says. Now, I suggest refraining from that talk because we do have a security policy here. There is no to be discrimination towards other on this trip. We do have the right to remove you from this trip for discrimination. As All Might speaks up, that is quite unfair. Sorry, but we've already discussed it with the Hero Safety Committee and the Hero Safety Committee President. We have the authority to kick out the students if they do this, because this was our one term. It doesn't have to be the entire class, it could just be 1 or 2 students. As Aizawa looks back, listen, don't want to hear any hurtful or comments but from mutation types about them. Got it? Because I will not hesitate to put you on that bus back to UA. As they all nod. Now, if you'll follow me, as they start to walk in, as the streets and all that are clear, we don't really have any crime here, as our security and police force keeps everything intact. As they start walking around, she's showing them all these sites, but you can tell all the police force, consisting of mostly octolings, are very wary and are keeping their eyes on the heroes and students and all that. And here we approach Octoling Inc., which is the factory district. I thought these factories were abandoned, All Might said. Well, they were until, someone higher up than me, who keeps things in line in the Hero Safety Committee sometimes, asked my boss, who runs these factories, to reopen them and make products. In fact, we've done so. We've sent products outside the mutation safe zone in, and we've even done some overseas contracts. Could I know the name of your boss? All Might says. Unfortunately, no. Our boss doesn't really like to disclose his name due to threats some heroes have against him. As Aizawa hears his threats, yes, a few people came in threatening that if he didn't sell the business to them, they would tear it down and claim he's a villain. Of course, these were all caught on camera, and those heroes are now in jail. Because our boss knows better than to leave things without footage. But we own pretty much all the factories in the factory district here. And they run officially, as we see several workers, as few people are entering to work. Our boss even hired security guards for the place. As then C comes walking out with his sword. Ah, C! This is basically the head of security here. It's good to see you again, and I assume these are the heroes and heroes in training. Yes. I would like to do a little bit of investigation on, octoling Inc. this here? Unfortunately, you cannot do anything here as you do not have authority. As All Might says, I'm the #1 hero. If I want to do an investigation, I can do an investigation. You not with this place, I says. Unless you want a full-on lawsuit by our lawyers. So what? You would lose. I have the best lawyers money can buy. Really now, because our boss knows a lawyer from America who can really get us out of a sticky situation. As he names the lawyer, as All Might squints his eyes. How could you pay for an expensive lawyer like that? Our boss has his ways. Now, if you excuse me, I must get back to security duty. Some of my team is starting to lack, and I must get on to them about that. As he starts to walk away. Well, that's all we'll be doing in the factory area. As some students ask, we're not going in? Unfortunately, no. We are not allowed into the factories at the moment. Production has been slowed down due to our last tour, and someone trying to sabotage some of the equipment. So unfortunately, no one is allowed in at this time as they're doing inspection checks, in case anything else was sabotaged. Very well. Now, if you follow me, I will take you to the place you will be staying. As she takes them to a pretty good-looking hotel. Azumi looks up. For mutations, they sure have at least some class. Of course, Aizawa didn't hear this, but a few of the classmates did. As Silver grunts. As they go to, basically, their rooms, as Silver stays out, as Aizawa is around the corner, as he hears I and Silver speak. So, how long has it been? It's been a little bit. I haven't seen you in a while. Yes, as Aizawa was a bit curious on how Silver knows this person. As I puts her hand on Silver's shoulder. Listen, sister. I'm trying to keep us safe here at the moment. I fear All might try something. Like, I appreciate you telling me that they were on their way here. Because I didn't know All Might was coming. You didn't have to lie about the factory, though. No, I wasn't lying. Someone actually sabotaged some of the equipment. Really? I thought you just lied about that part. No. In fact, one of our shipments was pretty much taken down by a hero. The boss is not taking the hit hard. Too hard, though. I see. What about our security force that was assigned? We lost a few men, but most of the shipment came through. Well, that's good. Could you tell me, anything else that's been happening? Yes, our medical team has taken care of the injured from the incident. Well, that's good. But anyway, it was good to see you again, sister. As Silver walks away, as soon as I leaves the area, so I is your sister. As Silver turns around, pretending to be surprised, but she knew Aizawa was listening in. Yes, she's my older sister, you see. She's the reason I actually got to go to UA. Oh. Really? I didn't know that. Yes, I like to keep my family life secret, because unlike All Might, I wish for my family to be safe. Fair point. As we go to All Might, he's trying to think, I need to find a way to do an investigation within Octoling Inc. If I can search the premises of the place, maybe I could see if they've got any evidence, if they have Inko. Because no villains would think to kidnap my wife. Only the stupid mutations of this place. As someone hiding in the vent listens to this, as it's Octoling 1. Really now? You thought we were that stupid? As basically he crawls away. She crawls away. As now we go to Deku, who's currently looking out the window of his office before he decides to leave and starts walking through the factory. As Scarlet comes over. Sir, I have something to discuss about you. Of course, All Might's in the area. What do you need me to do with him? Listen, not right now. Go do the task I've assigned you. Yes, sir. As he gets a call. What's this? As he answers it. Yes. Kraken? Yeah, we've landed with the required equipment, like on the coast. The documents have been destroyed. All the evidence has been erased. Good work. I gotta say, when will you be back here? Give or take in a few hours. We gotta take the ride here. Very well. I expect you to be back with good results soon. Don't worry, sir. Now we go to, well, All Might, Izumi, and Bako, who decided to sneak out and head towards the factory area, as All Might had gotten them, and they want to inspect the area. As soon as they return the corner, they see a bunch of security guards there. As All Might puts up his fist. I wouldn't do that, All Might. As Deku comes out. As he stares with his orange eye at All Might. What are you doing here such late at night? I was simply just having a look around, patrolling, you see. And your students? I simply asked if they wanted to join me. For a bit of a walk. On my patrol. As Deku raises an eyebrow. Very well, but may I ask why you are in the factory district? I simply was interested in your factories here. Like, I'm willing to pay a hefty price for some of them. And if you would allow me to inspect your place, I would like to get a view of what soon shall be mine. I have no intentions of selling this place, All Might. I worked hard to get this place, and I'm not about to let go a gold mine that belongs to me. You can have a look around the outside of the building. I am not letting you in my factories. We are doing inspection checks of a previous sabotage. So please, if you're found in the buildings, you'll be kicked out of the mutation safe zone as acquired and agreed upon. As All Might grunts. Listen, I'm the number one hero. If I want to do an inspection, I will do it myself. As then Deku pulls out some documents he had gotten just a little while ago. Really now? As All Might reads these documents. And don't think about destroying them, I have a copy. As he gets mad. Let's go. We have other places to be. As All Might walks off angrily. Dad, what was that about? They have a warrant for me to get arrested here if I dare attempted to go in there, and it's signed by the Hero Safety Commission President herself. How did they even get that signature? As Deku smiles. As then his phone rings. What is it now? He answers it, yes. Yeah, this is Sarah. Yeah, I got some bad news. Don't tell me Black Eye killed Inko Midoriya. No, it's not that. You know that person we found in a tube? Her condition is worse than we thought. With her observation quirk. I'm afraid she doesn't have much longer to live. Like, it's worse than we predicted. We thought she would last a few months. She has about a week left to live. Her vitals have been shutting down left and right. We're barely keeping her alive with the equipment we have here. Whatever use you're going to make out of her, boss, I suggest you do it now, before her vitals completely fall and flatlines. Well, I guess I have no other choice. Reschedule everything I have planned for this week. I'm going off to visit one of our remote locations. Yes, sir. Just keep her alive until I get there. Don't worry, sir. I'm using my ability to try to keep her safe and healed for the most part. But her vitals and all that are not that stable. So again, I suggest she probably has a week most to live. Just make sure she's alive until I get there. Yes, sir. He hangs up the call. See? SC comes out of basically seemingly nowhere. Yes, sir. I want you to keep an eye on All Might and the students. I, Silver, and Octoling 1 will help you. The rest are currently on other tasks. Kraken will arrive soon. Give her a report. She knows her next assignment already. I sent her a little message. As Deku goes to a helipad area as a helicopter lands. Sir, should I report anything else? Yes, make sure the security is all tied up while I'm gone. I don't want All Might getting in by any means. Tighten up security, check footage. I don't want no hacks, no attempts on stealing this place. If he tries to get the legal documents, you have permission to burn them. Yes, sir. And also remember, we cannot kill any of the students or All Might. Then they have a really good reason to just tear down the mutation safe zone. Yes, sir. As Deku's helicopter takes off within a minute. Why do heroes have to be such a pain? As that is the last bit of part 3 of What If Deku Was a Cyber Octoling, part 3 of season 2. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe.